wouldn't be lying if I said I was lost. 'Cause I am. But, I mean, I'm not totally lost. I actually know where to get back out to. That's like Avenida 6 to back out there. Back out when I go that way. And I know just to follow that and I can go back home. So yeah, you know, if I ever say I'm lost, don't worry, guys. I mean, if it gets too bad, I do have my phone on me. I can just call an Uber to either take me home or take me near home where I know I'll be okay. But I'm okay. I'm an explorer. I get lost quite a bit. I rather enjoy it, but I know I'm in a very safe area. This is the north side, and I'm in La Flora, and so I'm actually looking for Parque La Flora. So día. Permiso. ¿Dónde es Parque La Flora? Oh, ok, gracias. So we're close to Parque La Flora. Man, this is nice right here, bro. Wow. This is a nice neighborhood. Man, I tell you what, man. There's two cities that I've wrestled with for the last year of where I would want to stay. And I guess that's why I was starting off talking about making comparisons between Cali and Medellin, because Cali gets overlooked. When people are coming to Colombia, especially for, you know, a trip or vacation or whatever, you know, they're thinking about Medellin, Cartagena. You know, some people like to take their trip to Bogota. I mean, Bogota is cool, definitely, but Cali gets overlooked quite a bit. And okay, I think this is the park down here. Okay. So yeah, Cali gets overlooked. And I tell you what, the longer I stay in Cali, the more I start liking this place more and more. You know, actually starting to fall in love with it. You know, I've extended my stay here more and more. Just because I start finding some hidden gems, man. I do believe before I make the grand decision of where I would want to kind of lay my foundation, I do have to revisit a place that it's been a while since I've seen that place. I spent some time there, but definitely Cali is a place that I would 100% consider. just this area right here, because you're a little outside of you're still in the city, but you're a little bit outside of the city. You're on the edge of the city, because this is like near Jumbo. Wow, this is Parque La Flora. So, looks like we're gonna do the Parque La Flora tour. This is a cool neighborhood. That stuff over there, that's nice. It's a cool little park, man. Actually, I was just curious about this area because I usually order my groceries on Rappi from Exitos, and usually always coming from Exitos La Flora. I always would think, why wouldn't it come from Chippy Choppy? Chippy Choppy's so close, but no, it actually comes from this neighborhood, which is, you know, still relatively close to where I live. This is what's up, man. You could come out here, yeah. So this is definitely a good activities park. They got that walking track. I like this, man. And a lot of times you have parks, and they're like surrounded by, you know, bars and restaurants like here, but it's in the middle of a neighborhood. That's one thing I do love about Latin America in general. You have these areas where, you know, they pretty much put everything in the area to make it accessible. And a lot of people, you know, don't really venture outside of their neighborhood because they don't really need to when they have everything. Some gardens in here. Oh man, this is a really neat park. This park is neat. And I like this neighborhood, man. Honestly, this neighborhood has really made me think you need to be considering Cali as a destination. And this is nice. This is a quiet area. I mean, quiet for Colombia. I guess, yeah. So if you've ever been to Latin America, you've been to Colombia, you've been to Mexico, wherever, you know, I think the DR is probably worse with the noise. But you hear the noises all day and street vendors going up the street selling fruit and other stuff. I've gotten so used to it. And not only that, man, you come to the park and people are, and they got food stands, you know, people are selling fruits. And it's beautiful, born and live, or born and raised. Wow. Got some exercise equipment out here. This is a nice park, man. You got a bunch of restaurants. You got your exercise equipment out here. You You got a walk path. Oh man, these are the kind of birds. And yeah, and that's a woodpecker. This guy right here. Yeah, if you, Colombia, another thing Colombia is well known for is the variety of birds. Now, obviously, this being South America, you know, part of the country is actually in the Amazon rainforest. There's lots of beautiful different birds. I forgot how many species of birds are in Colombia, but it's a lot. It's one country in the world that has a large bird population. Oh my goodness. Speaking of birds, look at this. Look at these little guys. Wow. I scared them. Man. Yeah, bro. I'm heavily impressed with this area, man. In the vegetation, I said in another video, plantation. Oh my goodness. As a black man, that should be a word I should never say. But the vegetation in Colombia is magnifico. Yes, people think walking the dogs. I'll tell you what. Let's take a look out here. Really nice area. Dude, this is. Boy is actually scouting right now. I'm doing some recon work. Be my new home. Wow. You know? This is nice. Now, you know, some of you may be looking at this and you're instantly comparing it to the United States. No, it's not like this. Okay? But I admire it for what it is. For me, it's beautiful. You know? And this may not be everybody's cup of tea, man. I have some friends, you know, who are interested in getting into the whole traveling thing, you know, and they're at the point where they're like, you know, I don't know if I would ever want to live in a place like this, but I definitely would come and visit. For me, I want to live in places like this. It's just something that's very fascinating to me. And, you know, it's not for everybody. I do understand. Listen, I love living abroad. I've been to many places, traveled to other countries, seeing different parts of the world, and I've always been fascinated about traveling. My family will tell you I've always done a lot of traveling. I've done a lot of traveling by myself. You know, actually I enjoy traveling by myself more than I enjoy traveling with other people, to be honest. Because one, when you're traveling by yourself, you make your own agenda. Okay? Now I know some people, they're like, well, you know, for safety reasons, wouldn't it be good? And yes, that's true to a degree. But another thing is too, you know, since the inception of this channel, and even before I started this channel, I'd been living abroad. By the time I started this channel, I had been living internationally, traveling internationally full time for over a year. By the time I started this channel, you know, and I'm coming up close to 2 years full time traveling internationally and living abroad. You know, I was in some other places before I started this channel that I never documented, but you know, for me, you know, I can't see myself living in the United States anymore. And that's not saying anything bad about the United States at all. You know, I love the United States. You know, it's because of the United States that I'm here, you know, because of me being an American citizen and having the opportunities that I have, you know, that's why I'm here. But at the same hand, and it's, you know, like I said, this is, I'm not saying, one thing I'm never going to do, I'm never going to say bad things about the United States on this channel. I'm not going to put the United States down. You know, lots of people live in the United States, have a great life in the United States. Lots of people here want to go to the United States. And people do leave from countries like Colombia and other Latin American countries and countries all over the world. And, you know, find success in the United States and everything like that. And that's totally great. But for me, there's just much more than the United States. And I've traveled all over the United States. I've seen lots of places in the States. There's lots of wonderful things to do in my country, but yet again, it's just so much more in this world. And you meet people, you see another way of life. And that's another thing too. When you leave the United States, you start realizing how much different the rest of the world is. I mean, even Canada is different. You know, yeah, there's a lot of similarities. It's a Western country. But even it has a different vibe. And that, you know, and different doesn't necessarily mean I'm trying to say better. It's just that I'm trying to say that you get such a different perspective on life when you get out of your comfort zone. Now, if I am going to say one quasi-negative thing about the United States, is this. And it's not so much the United States, it's just a mindset. The downside of living in the United States is that you get comfortable with the idea of obtaining comfort. And once you obtain comfort, you know, once you have achieved a certain level of comfort, you get really comfortable in that place. It's so weird, the redundancy of these words, but you get to a point where you're just extremely comfortable, and you don't really strive for anything else. You don't really want to push for anything else. So, you know, a lot of people probably have ambitions of doing some really great things. You know, for many years, they strive for that, but then they reach a certain point, you know, and they become truly comfortable at that point, and it's just like, there's nothing else for me to push for, you know. They get comfortable in that place, you know, because it's relatively good. But for me, comfortable and looking for comfort and all that means easy. And comfort is the biggest enemy, it's the greatest adversary to progress. That's why most people don't look like fitness models. That's why most people aren't, you know, extremely wealthy, millionaires, billionaires. You know, millionaires and billionaires don't live a comfortable life. They don't live a comfortable life. Now, that can be a double-edged sword, because, you know, greed sets in and enough is never enough. And I totally understand that. We're gonna walk back through here. Oh, but these are some nice apartments. Ah, they're selling some. Wow, nice apartments. But anyway, I digress. Let's go back to that. Yeah, but you get to a point where you don't strive for anything else, and that may be cool for some people. Some people just want a simple life. To a degree, I just want a simple life, but I don't want the typical simple life. And this video went from it went in a lot of different directions, like a lot of my other videos. But I really got inspired today, guys. You really seen a epiphany moment that happened with me personally, and it's on camera. Looks like this may be a school of some sorts. So, guys, I'm gonna go back to the park. I'm gonna sit and chill for a while. I may try to hurry up and get home in a little bit because it's overcast, so I don't want to be out here if it rains. But I'm gonna end the video here, and thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Yeah, this is probably gonna be another 2 or 3 part video. So if you watched all the parts to the end of this one, I thank you so much. And I'll see you in another one.